Welcome back to the Fic of the Week. I'm Random Here. Here we have CatBit and Shane again.
What's up?
Sweet. Today's going to be a short one. We're only going to read 2 chapters today after those 4 chapters. They probably did a number on you.
Yeah, fun fact, we were recording, I quickly grabbed my great-grandma's mini revolver and I tried my best not to shoot myself, but I couldn't handle the cringe.
Jesus Christ, I'm so sorry for you.
Nah, it's good. I do it every week. Anyways.
We're only doing 2 chapters today instead of like 4 or 3.
Alright, so what's new in the life of Sonic High School this week?
Let's figure out right now. Sonic High School, Chapter 11, Tails and Cream. That baby is Espio's, said Tails. Tails, being smart, was right. Knuckles had done an intestine body donation and became Espio and Rouge's baby, but was still Knuckles. Usually by this point you do like a spell check and you realize like Einstein isn't spelled like that.
Did he use like WordPad? Because WordPad doesn't use corrections for some reason. He probably uses WordPad.
Either that or like it's so far off they don't know how to correct it.
Like maybe the software is like, yeah, this writer is like fucking insane. Let's just write about her.
Yeah.
That's probably the program's thinking. It's like you're so far gone. Why do I even bother helping?
You know how the AI is slowly advancing in the future? What if like it at first just realized, this guy is fucking stupid. I'm glad I'm a machine.
And then like the AI reads the machine and it just feels like, I don't want to live anymore.
Oh, so it's gonna be connected by Sony Pictures?
Yeah, like a executive just like, what the fuck?
We're so close to that future.
You gotta stop scaring the boomers, everyone.
We got
Oh my god, stop saying boomers, you fucking piece of shit.
Everybody's calling Connected the boomer movie.
We'll talk about Connected later.
No.
Rouge picked up the baby up and held him in her other arm because her baby with Knuckles before he became a baby was in her other arm. Now you have 2 babies to look after, said Tails. Good luck! Sonic was on the other side of the hall and wished Tails was talking to him, but Tails was still mad at him, so he was not. Rouge grabbed her 2 babies and had them both eat from her terrific boobs. She smiled and felt like...
Okay, I've been lost. I forgot. When she had 2 babies?
Okay, so... in the last episode, Knuckles and Espio made out. Knuckles was so in love with Espio that he did like an intestine body donation, went through like Rouge's body and came out a baby.
Was this an episode of Futurama?
Wait, when did Futurama have an episode like this?
Yeah, like there was that one episode where Kif got pregnant and how their species works is if you're holding hands with someone, that's their way of getting pregnant. So I forgot the reason of like what was happening with him and Leela.
Oh my god, what season was this? I've been on a Futurama kick lately.
I think this is season 3 or...
So this was the Fox seasons then?
Yeah.
Oh my god, the Fox seasons are so good.
Yeah.
I do wonder like why people hate the Comedy Central era of the show though.
They're not bad.
I liked them, but there were like some jokes that I'm like, what?
Some of the jokes just didn't hit as hard as the Fox seasons ones. But they're still as good, but just not as good. Alright, where was I? Let's see. Oh yeah, Rouge grabbed her babies and had them both eat from her terrific boobs. She smiled and felt like a mother, and Sonic said what?
Edit this out.
No, it literally says that right there. Sonic thought, and then period. Sonic said. I want to die. Sonic said what he was thinking and said, Rouge, you should name your babies. It will be hard to tell them apart if you don't. I mean, one's like red and one's like purple now.
Maybe Sonic's colorblind.
He probably is. That's why he's saying this. Rouge thought this thought was good. Rouge went over to Espio, who was sitting on the ground looking bad and tired from fighting Knuckles before he became Espio's baby. Hey Espio, what should we name our baby that looks like you? Said Rouge to Espio. This still Knuckles, according to Tails, so we should keep his name Knuckles, said Espio to Rouge. Okay, said Rouge, and I will name my baby with Knuckles before he became a baby Knuckles Jr. because I had him with Knuckles before he became a baby and he looks like Knuckles before he became a baby.
God. It's like the person who wrote this like, wait a second, who's who again? Shit.
I think it just really wants you to remind us that Knuckles became Espio's baby before, like, the Knuckles baby. I'm so lost, I'm glad they're reminding us.
I feel so sorry for you. Just you admitting this makes me feel sorry for you.
I feel sorry for myself every day. Rouge was happy and walked out of the hall, then out of the school like a bat, and Espio did the same thing, but in a way like a chameleon would instead. There is one more thing everyone is forgetting, said Sonic. Charmy Bee is still locked up in Knuckles' house. I will go rescue him. Sonic ran out of the school and into Knuckles' house. Sonic ran into Knuckles' mom on the way to his room in his house. Knuckles' mom, said Sonic. Some things happen and Knuckles looks different, but it will be okay, and you will understand soon enough. Please do not worry. Sonic said this in such a way Knuckles' mom smiled and kept cooking in the kitchen. Sonic not just as fast, but also very good at relieving people. Sonic also knows Knuckles' mom was kind of hot with solid boobs that were developed for decades. I'm like,
oh my god.
I feel like every female character is introduced, you gotta describe how, like, good their boobs are.
Yeah, like, because that's the important thing we need to bring up, like, how big their fucking tits are.
Good to see how you see the female species.
Oh my god, shut the fuck up and keep reading!
I'm talking about the author, not you, dipshit.
Yeah, you fucking spaz. Jesus.
I hate you all.
Sonic went upstairs to Knuckles' room, which was all painted red, just like Knuckles before he became a baby. There was a cage in the corner of the room, and Charmy Bee was in it. Sonic unlocked the cage with the key on Knuckles' desk and opened the cage. Come on out, Charmy Bee, said Sonic. You are rescued! Charmy walked out instead of flying out like he always does and said, well, let's see, what does Charmy Bee sound like?
Thanks, Sonic. I am going home to prepare for my role for the play.
Sounds like a Brendan Rogers character.
It sounds like Eric Cartman for some reason.
I am the lead role.
Actually, I was watching Billy and Mandy this morning. I was watching the episode with Blandy.
Where Billy was being an insult, beating the shit out of Grim for no reason.
Yeah, I was watching that episode today, so I have that episode on my mind right now. Sonic forgot about the play because the play was the gayest thing in school. But it was going to happen, even if no one wanted to watch it. The next day at school happened, and Tails was in class with Cream. It was very difficult science class because Tails was the smartest person in school and he only took the hardest classes. Cream was in the class because she wanted to be mentally challenged. I have lots to say, but I'm not going to say it.
Continue.
I'm glad Cream the Rabbit wants to be mentally challenged. That's good. She's got to keep her grades up.
Glad?
She wants to train her mind so she can have, like, telepathic powers.
Why the fuck would a rabbit need to be telekinetic?
We have a test in this class tomorrow, said Tails to Cream. It's going to be hard and I have to study for it to make sure I get a good grade. Tails always got good grades but studied anyway. Tails looked at Cream, who was there.
Oh my god.
Said Creams to Tails.
What the fuck is that voice?
I don't know, I'm just thinking of the highest voice for Cream.
Oh god.
I'm not going to do it.
Make her sound like Fat Albert.
Hey, me too, said Cream to Tails. I know. I have an idea. Why don't you come over to my house tonight and we can study? Study with you will help me get a better grade. I just know it. This idea was the best thing ever to Tails. Tails secretly had a crush on Cream and wanted to feel the body of his sexy friend always, even though she was Charmy Bee's girlfriend. Cream was difficult kind of sexy. That was only sexy to some people, but Tails was one of them. Oh, so she's just a required taste. Alright.
Wow. She sounds like a fucking thought.
Oh no, Cream the Rabbit's probably the biggest thotty in this fanfiction.
She's like that horny bunny from Beastars. Aren't all rabbits considered very horny?
I mean, they fuck on a daily basis.
I don't want to get into this discussion about Cream the Rabbit.
No, it's about actual rabbits.
But I don't want to think about Cream the Rabbit like this. Because she's literally 6 years old. But they aged her up in this one.
I'm sorry, but this fucking author thought that'd be okay.
I mean, they aged her up in this fanfiction, but it's still wrong.
No, that is wrong.
So why is it always high school? Why can't it be college where, like, the characters are, like, 20s?
Because high schoolers are the most horny, Shane, that's why.
Are you kidding me? 20-year-olds are horny as fuck, too.
No, they aren't.
Yes, they are.
Okay, said Tails, sounding more excited than he wanted to. I will come to your house tonight. Tails is very smart, but he was not the best at getting teenage women. So parts of life like this were a challenge to Tails. I'm getting really sick of the author keep on reminding me how smart Tails is.
Yeah, it's like, dude, we get it. You're smart. It's like Jimmy Neutron.
Honestly, I'm not sure if Tails is the worst character in this story.
Nah, he's okay. I think it's just like Sonic. Right?
Sonic's probably the worst character, but I think Tails is just the most annoying.
I mean, he's not really annoying. It's just mostly the author who's bragging about him being smart.
I don't know. I feel like all of Tails' lines are probably the most annoying for me to read.
Because you gotta do a stupid voice.
Gotta do a stupid voice, and he has a lot of run-on sentences. It was now this evening, and Tails was getting ready to go to Cream's house. Tails was excited to get closer to Cream, but he was also nervous he might mess it up like a love idiot. He thought about asking Sonic, but then he remembered he is pissed at him. Then he thought about asking Espio, but Espio was at the hospital getting all his wounds fixed from being in a fight with Knuckles before he became a baby. Tails wanted to seem like a sexy man to Cream, so he sprayed his dad's colon on himself and put breath wash in his...
Wait, so he just ripped his dad's colon right out of his back and just sprayed it all over himself?
I think it's supposed to say cologne, but they spelled it like colon.
Oh my god. No, like it sounds funnier. Like he just ripped dad's colon right out of his back and just sprays it all over himself.
Hey, I'm just reading it how it is.
Oh man, one time I sprayed some cologne on my neck and freaking it burned because I also shaved.
Tails smelled good and looked good, and he went to Cream's house by flying. Hey, I'm waiting for Tails, said Cream as she sat on her bed in her bedroom studying without Tails. Tails flew into the window. Hi, Cream! I'm at your house now, said Tails. Tails sat on her bed, sort of next to her, but not too close to promote sex thoughts. Let's study, said Tails. Wow, before we study, you smell good, Tails. Cream put her face right up against Tails and smelled hard, like a big bad wolf before blowing the house down. Tails laughed nervously and said, Do I really? Oh, thanks. I always smell this way. I guess you just noticed when you were home. Tails did a little wiggle on her bed and pushed her face and body away because he was nervous. Please, let's study. Tails and Cream studied for the test for the next hour. And the whole time, Tails could only concentrate on one thing, his growing erection. Once again, this is spelling it like erection.
Erection.
Oh my god.
I think it's just erection for nerds.
No. That sounds like a porno name.
One Erection. That sounds like the adult version of One Direction.
It is the adult version of One Direction.
Alright, maybe that'll probably eliminate BTS. Tails touched it sometimes while they were studying to make sure it stayed put, and Cream could not see it. But it was getting so big that it would pop out of place like the straw in your soda that rises up probably because of the bubbles. And you push it back down, but it just keeps coming back up anyway, so you get iced tea instead.
Since it's reminding me of, though, not gonna lie.
What?
That one episode of South Park with like the gluten.
Oh yeah.
Remembers.
Oh yeah, see that? His dick's flying off. Papa John's now.
Ew. For some reason I was thinking about the cock magic thing from South Park with Randy.
Oh yeah, I love that episode.
That's Tails right now.
Is this dick singing, "Come on Barbie, let's go Barbie"?
Yes.
No!
Tails was still the most nervous, but decided that this was his chance. He could not get another chance as good as this, but he did not take it now. Cream! I have to tell you something! Screamed Tails to Cream, letting out all his nervousness so he could be as smooth like a movie star. Hey, what is it, Tails? Tell me all about it, said Cream back, looking hot. Tails was not so nervous anymore. Tails said, Cream, I lusted after your rabbit genital sex tape! Whoa! Whoa! Tails!
Oh my god, CatBit.
Tails, calm down! Okay, I'm okay. I'm okay now. I think you're the hottest woman I have ever been to. I know you were Charmy Bee's girlfriend, but toss him aside and let my penis murder everything inside you!
Okay. You know what? You're right. That's annoying. Also, I guess he's a simp.
He is. Man.
Did I use that word right today?
Yes, you did.
I'm gonna be ashamed of myself.
You used it right, though.
I'm still ashamed of myself for saying that.
Tails took out his penis, and he was so in love that his penis was literally screaming. What?
He's like, hello, I am screaming.
That's what I'm imagining right now.
He's just got a little happy face. Yeah, he's like, hello, I want to put you in my pee-pee.
So, like, his penis is Miss Piggy, then?
Yes.
Exactly. Kirby.
Wow, said Cream. I do not know you felt this way, but I'm glad you do, because Charmy Bee is a total gay. Cream reached over and grabbed Tails' penis and began to give it a good shake. She loved his boner with her hands and pulled him around the room by his penis like a wagon to get him more excited. Is this what happened before the Zootopia abortion comic?
Hasn't it?
Came out in 2013.
Yeah.
Alright, we got a fox, we got a rabbit. It lines up!
What if this is secretly like the prequel?
What if it's the same guy?
No
Oh my
way. Is it Borba? Did Borba do this?
What if he did it? What if like the sequel is like Cream gets an abortion?
Holy shit. Borba. You're ahead of your time.
Game theory.
This is a game theory. Game theory! Did Borba write Sonic High School? Tails' penis was so big that it was about to burst like someone stepping on a tube of Colgate toothpaste.
That sounds very descriptive. I wonder if that happened to the author.
Hold on, is this episode sponsored by Colgate?
No.
Oh my god, no, I
Fucking dare to sponsors.
I don't feel bad for them if they had this.
It is now. Tails could feel the semen bubbling up inside his penis like Santa going back up the chimney, which when he was done, and the presents he left down in the house were Tails' balls, which were already there though.
Oh my god.
Cream was getting hot too. She did not take off her clothes, but Tails could tell she was getting an erection. Does every girl in this have a penis?
This is the same universe where every woman is a hermaphrodite.
I gotta keep remembering that. Thanks for the reminder, CatBit. But then, just when things were becoming like one of those porns that Sonic left around in his room and his mom let him have, Cream stopped and said, "No, I cannot do this. Not while I'm still boyfriend and girlfriend with Charmy. He may be a fag ass, but we are still in a relationship, and I need to respect him. Hey, I will break up with him tomorrow, and then we can do sex." Cream collected her things together. "I think I'm ready for the test tomorrow. Thanks, Tails." "Aw, man," said Tails. Tails put his scrotum away. It was sad about not getting to ejaculate his dick.
His scrotum.
Wow, he just got cucked.
"Okay, as long as you promise me your sex."
As long as you promise me your sex, what?
"I promise," said Cream. And then Cream kissed Tails on the cheek. Tails thought it was cool. He thought it was cool and flew back home.
But I have a feeling that like we're gonna be the reason everybody's gonna shit on Sonic again once these episodes come out.
Right when like the Sonic movie kind of resurged his reputation, we just took a rocket launcher and just shot him down.
No, knowing how Sonic is, it's probably gonna be Sega's fault. Like they're probably gonna do some stupid shit, and they're like, okay, now Sonic sucks.
That's up to Sega next, like.
Give us a new Nights in a Dream, Sega.
Yeah, exactly. Fuck Sonic. Do something else. Do that little egg boy that people like, I think.
Oh, Billy Hatcher?
Yeah, do they like him? I don't know.
Nah, people prefer Knights, so people like Knights more than Billy Hatcher.
Knights was cooler, though. I've never played it, but I like to.
I played the Sega Saturn one.
I don't have a Sega Saturn.
I knew someone who
the
did.
Sega Saturn.
I knew someone who did have a Sega Saturn.
Is it one of the mythical children who owned the Sega Saturn?
No.
Was he like one of those people who are like, oh yeah, I'm too rich so I can buy every console? Or he's just like, I can only get one console.
No, he was just a regular kid from school.
How can a regular kid have a Sega Saturn?
I don't know, I guess his dad had one.
What a bitch.
Anyway, next chapter, Sonic High School, Chapter 12, The Most Important Drama. It was a new day, and Sonic woke up out of his bed and scratched his balls. He could feel the rash on his balls, and it was only getting worse than before. A sickness still ravages my balls. Oh yeah, Sonic's gay ball problems are back.
Oh my god. The author just realized, oh shit, I forgot to talk about Sonic's gay ball problems.
This fanfiction was written by a fucking goldfish.
Said Sonic as he wrote in his journal that he now had back from Tails when he took it from Sonic after giving it away to Mrs. Lesson. You know, Sonic, you got in this mess because you wrote about your gay ball problems in your journal. Maybe you should stop doing that.
Yeah, go see therapy or something. Dum-dum, they'll write a freaking book.
Talk to your mom, talk to your doctor. Don't write it in your fucking journal. Do something about it.
Go to your local police officer or teacher just to get it checked out.
I mean, you did a whole Sonic Says about it.
Yeah, how could you forget about it?
Yeah, go talk to the tax doctor. Tax doctor will help you.
Sonic was done complaining about his balls and went to school. Good. In history class, he talked to Amy. Hey, Amy, said Sonic to Amy. Hi, Sonic, said Amy and kissed him hotly, like a girlfriend. What is up? Said Sonic to Amy. It is awful. I have bad news, said Amy to Sonic. That stinks. Do you want to have sex later, Amy?
God, really, Sonic? Why?
No, thank you. Everything is so busy right now, said Amy to Sonic. My bad news is that I have to go to a play tonight for a class. Wow, that is so unfair, said Sonic to Amu.
Amu?
Amu.
Amu.
The problem with Amu.
Wait, who's Amu in this fanfiction?
They spelled Amy wrong.
Oh my god, are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh my god, this sounds like a song you hear in like the Lion King soundtrack or something.
No, this is the gender bend version of Apu.
Amu?
The problem with Amu.
I already made that joke.
God damn it, how did I not hear her?
Because you're a pussy.
Even the principal said the play is super gay, but I guess you have to go. Sorry. The school play was so gay. I wanted to know if you could come with me, said Amy in a way Sonic sounded like she was trying to be attractive. The play would be so much better if someone else was there. That is real bad news. I do not want to go near the play, but I will go so we can have sex later, said Sonic back to Amy. Amy kissed Sonic, and so did Sonic to Amy, and they made such a cute, hot couple. Oh yeah, they're such a good couple, even though Sonic's trying to get in her pants and not care about her genuine being.
Yeah, that's great boyfriend material right there, ladies and gentlemen.
Everyone take notes.
Don't take notes.
Then Sonic and Abe had the rest of the class, and Sonic went to another class thinking about how much it was gonna suck that he has to go to the play tonight. The play was just a bunch of people doing gay things and music, like a car full of losers. Man, they're really hammering in that the play is gay. I don't know, I kinda enjoy plays. I enjoy musicals.
I guarantee he's one of those bitches who's like, I hate this thing, even though you've never seen it.
That sounds like it. It sounds like, yeah, middle schooler.
Yeah.
Plays suck! I hate this, it's so gay!
That was every kid in middle school. Every kid in middle school was like that.
Mm-hmm.
What about the theater kids? Are they like that?
No,
obviously
not the theater kids. Not the theater kids.
Did they get bullied just for liking plays?
When I went to school, yeah.
What if like the person who wrote this, who was in theater plays, but he hated it, he was just like, this sucks. I'm going to express my hatred by calling it gay in my fanfiction.
That sounds probably accurate. Anyway, we were reading a fanfiction, right?
Yeah, we were.
Sonic was now in a different class where Rouge and Shadow was also in the class. Rouge was with Knuckles and Knuckles Jr. too, like always. Wait, what? You bring him to school? Don't you can't you just put him in a daycare or leave him with your mom or something?
I can't let my mom know that I got pregnant. Oh no, my baby.
I'm surprised the school allows this. Alright. Hey guys, said Sonic to them. Hey, Sonic, said them to Sonic at the same time to save time. What is new? Said Sonic to them. Charmy has been acting really weird and different lately, said Shadow in a dark way, which is like him. Is that racist? I think it's racist.
What? Is he racist?
He said it in a dark way.
Because he's like emo or some shit.
You know what?
Don't overthink this, Twitter SJW.
This fanfiction did say something racist before.
Yeah.
I mean, this was an old time, the good old days, so, you know.
Yeah, 2012!
The good old days.
Where you can reference Angry Birds, cool.
Smash is the coolest thing ever.
Those were the days. Shit, you sound like those yearning for those days. No, I'm just saying, those were the days.
I don't want to go back. He's probably nervous for the play, said Rouge suggestively.
I would not like to make assumptions, but we could keep an eye on him to make sure he's okay. I'm Stewie, the gay baby,
said Knuckles Jr. Knuckles Jr. turned out to be a really cool baby.
I foresee something strange happening at the play tonight.
The play is gay, said everyone together, agreeing, and everyone knew it.
Oh my god.
It's the rudest thing you can ever say to a fucking baby.
Yeah. Can't call a baby gay.
How are you and Tails doing? Said Shadow to Sonic. Tails still hates my body inside and outside, said Sonic, with almost tears in his eyes, but he was too big and a man for that. Fragile masculinity at its finest. It is so hard to be best friends with someone who hates you and does not want to talk to you. I know how you say it, said Shadow. A lot of people hate me because I am dark, said Shadow.
That sounds so racist.
You know, I'm gonna call it. I'm gonna call it. But I am not trying to be a supervillain. It is just who I am. Shadow squinted his eyes around at the people around him in a way that was hard to describe and kept going. I do crimes in the city, but I am not a bad person. You can do bad things and make mistakes and still be a good person.
No, you can't.
No, you can't. And a person should still like you for it, unless you're a really bad person like Eggman, who is a shit dick. That's another one for the list.
Can I just say that I really love the fucking thing?
I love these insults too.
Yeah, I feel like stereotypical blues, like, hey, you're gay.
No, just say you're a shit dick, or you're a shit man, ass dick.
Or
sounds like a
cuckoo man, piece of shit.
It sounds like Tourette's guy quotes. You bastard!
I love Tourette's guy.
Same here.
Maybe one day people will see me as a good person, even if I'm dark.
No, they won't.
Sonic
No.
listened to what Shadow said so powerfully that it was like Sonic wrote down everything on a piece of paper, but in a small special folder, and put in the folder in a safe place, so he could
I
go
like
back
that.
and read it. Then Sonic itched at his balls. His balls were a wreck. Class ended, and the rest of school did too, and Sonic went home thinking about his balls. They were like 2 blimps covered in volcanoes that could fit on the blimps, and itched at them as well.
So are we gonna get an explanation as to why this is itching?
Yeah. When Sonic got to his home, and Sonic's mom walked up to him and said, "Sonic, I went up to clean your room, and I saw you wrote about your gay ball problems.
Stop writing about your gay ball problem.
Just tell people, Sonic. You don't have to write about it in your journal. I mean, everyone's reading Sonic's journal."
Yeah, exactly.
You're not cool, Sonic. You're not ass told by Ginger.
I mean, if Sonic doesn't want them to know, why is he writing about it in his journal?
What if it's secretly a cry for help?
I mean, it probably is.
Let's talk to someone about your gay ball.
I am worried about your balls, and fear it could be a mortal illness. So I made a doctor's appointment.
Doctor's appointment.
But first, we will have dinner. I made Chinese food because I know how much you liked it last time. Don't read my journal, Mom! Screamed Sonic. Then Sonic went and ate the food. And just like last time, would you know it, there was a fortune cookie. Said Sonic opened it and ate the cookie part and kept the paper inside and read the magical fortune on the paper. He looked at the paper and read it, and it said, "One man's public illness will cause the death of millions." Some people did not believe what fortune said, but Sonic knew they were magic and they were always right. So he was a little worried and wondered what it could mean. Then Sonic went to the doctor. Sonic did not like going to the doctor because he was Chinese. See, I called it! I called it!
What does that even mean?
I hate this fucking fanfic.
Hey CatBit, what was more racist? This or in chapter 2 where he's like, oh, the limo driver was a person but darker colored? I don't know.
I told you this is a fucking Christian fanfic.
I don't know which one's more racist, but they're both pretty bad.
They're both racist. What are you talking about?
Christian's just like, I don't like the Chinese people because they look like the Simpsons.
No.
That's awful. Shane, that's awful.
Hey, that's something he would say.
He would say that. It made him feel nerves. Sonic went to his doctor's room and sat in the chair that the doctor told him to. The doctor took out some papers and looked at him. Oh god. I don't want to give him a stereotypical Asian accent.
Don't give him that.
Make him
Just
sound
give
like,
him
the, sound like the teacher from Community, the one Chinese guy. The hot.
You know what? Fuck it. He's just gonna be my regular voice. How about that?
Yeah, do it.
Screw it. He's not getting any voice.
Yeah, fuck this author.
Hello, Sonic. It has been a while since I saw you last. Sonic's mom tells me you've been having a problem with your balls. I'm going to do some tests on you, but first I'm going to look at your papers. I see. Looking at your papers that your balls and penis are the biggest in your high school. Do doctors keep track of that?
I don't know.
I went to the doctor, they never told me. I guess my penis wasn't the biggest.
Maybe that's the reason why.
Oof.
Anyway, Dr. Random, what's the prognosis?
Good job, Sonic, the doctor said. Sonic appreciated the truth and nodded his head and smiled. It was okay to talk about your penis and balls with your doctor because that is what they do, even if it automatically makes them gay. The doctor made a lot of money, so being gay was probably worth it.
God. This really does feel like a confused person. Like, all this, like, stupid assumption, like, if I talk about my wiener, am I a gay?
You have to be gay in order to get, like, accepted to medical school now in this universe.
Yeah.
What?
Even if you're a woman, that you're still considered gay just for doing this.
You only have to be attracted to the penis to be accepted into medical school.
They'd be called the ass man.
Hey, Random, how did you get your PhD, by the way?
How did I get my PhD?
Yeah.
Easy. I just saw a penis, I was like, that's a pretty good penis. And they just gave me, like, a PhD.
That's a nice dick you got there.
So what's his prognosis, Doctor?
Then the doctor started doing tests. Sonic passed all of them awesomely, and even the doctor was surprised at how Sonic was the best at everything, except at being smart, which Tails was the best at. But Sonic was still pretty smart too. Then they got to the last test, which was about Sonic's balls. The doctor took out a test tube and filled it with a piece of Sonic's balls. Did they just rip a piece of Sonic's balls off?
Oh my god.
Like he just gets a scalpel and just like cuts off
Yeah.
his like
No, do you remember that scene from SpongeBob where like Patrick shaved SpongeBob SpongeBob to make him round?
Yeah.
That's what they did to Sonic's balls.
Shake me down, make me round.
God damn it.
Sonic bleeds out and dies. The doctor took out a test tube and filled it with a piece of Sonic's balls and tested them with machines. The machine printed out the reports about it, and the doctor took a look at them and looked at them with very, very Chinese eyes.
I hate this fanfic.
This looks bad, said the doctor, looking at the reports that the machines printed out at Sonic's balls. It looks like you have a big disease. Uh-oh. What do I do? Said Sonic to the doctor, really worried about the welfare of his balls. I do not know. This is a legendary disease that only comes around once every million years. No one ever found out a cure for this disease, and what it can do is very bad. The disease will go from your balls to your penis, and then up to your brain, and it will kill you eventually. There are other things that it could probably do, but I do not know because it is so rare. You will just have to call me up and tell me what it does when you find out. All I can tell you right now, Sonic, is to keep your balls away from everyone you know. Do not touch them to other people because it will spread and they will die. It will spread more and the whole world may be at stake here. Please be safe.
Your gay balls.
Said the doctor in a calm way, but was also scared because it was serious.
So the reason that Sonic's balls are so itchy is because they're infected with like some rare disease.
Yes, Sonic's balls are literally massive weapons of destruction.
Why can't you just say you just get crabs?
Yo, fuck the coronavirus. Sonic's balls are the most deadly thing right now.
We need to find a cure. I'm done.
I'm not worried about the coronavirus. I'm worried about Sonic's balls more than anything.
He's not real.
But when the dimensional merge happens, like Christian said, like, you gotta worry. Anyway. No! But I have to have my first sex with Amy. We are going to do it at the play, which I'm going to from here, said Sonic, crying, sad and mad and afraid of things. Balls are an important part of sex. When you have sex, do you just put your balls in the vagina? You don't do that, Sonic. Sonic was always so healthy and the fastest person ever. But some things just cannot be stopped, like this ball disease.
Or Sonic suppression, yeah.
Too bad, said the doctor. If you do that, it will be awful, and the first person to die will be Amy. You should not want your girlfriend to die. The doctor was right, but Sonic was still worried about it. Okay, well, I have to go to the play now, said Sonic, and ran out with the most nervous feeling that Sonic had ever had. Sonic thought about it, and it was the most important high school drama. What is more important, health or love? There's no love.
Obviously.
Obviously
Yeah.
health, but also there's no love, there's just lust.
Yeah, I mean, basically.
Anyway, that's the end of chapter 12. That's all we're gonna do today.
Jesus Christ. This is just gonna get worse from here, isn't it?
It's getting more chaotic. How much have we recorded? What the fuck?
How long have we recorded?
46 minutes.
Oh, damn.
46 minutes!
This feels like eternity.
I have a lot of cutting to do, everybody.
Oh, boy.
This has been the Fic of the Week, everybody. Goodbye!